The only thing you can really hear is my fan in the background, and I don't like that. And there's nothing I can really do to prevent that, because when I turn off my fan, I'll be melting. If I keep it on, you'll be hearing the background noise. It's either I sweat and I melt, or I get background noise. It's been a long while since I have posted anything on my YouTube, so I decided to just show you chapter 1 of my game that I make on Discord. I made my own. You can see it at the top of this screen here. Dragon Stephon's RPG chapters 1 and 2. So basically, in this video, this video is basically a tutorial on how to play my game. If you don't understand anything, if you want to see how to play the game as a new person or a person interested, you can watch me play here. This game is only single. Everything is done in Discord, via Discord channels, Discord servers, maybe even voice channels, but that's optional. It's only single player. Like, no other people could be in the server. I will only allow one player in this server, besides me, of course. I kicked a player from the server, so you can't see it. And I also deleted the message. Welcome to the server. You will only be able to chat in threads provided in each section as you traverse this unknown adventure. You start off with absolutely nothing, but you get stuff as it progresses. An unknown boss awaits for you at the very end, so gear up and, well, beat opponents and stuff. Your options and choices goes in here, as you can see by the black box. The character speaking here, on top of this line, I have no idea what to call this, followed by the character quotation inside the box, and speech, and the character actions, which is almost unnoticeable, but it's italic. It's italic, I should say that. It's italic. Alright. Attacks and dodges are used in the random wheel, which I have, or I could just... This is a random wheel I'm using. I'm not using this. I'm using the one I have linked on my main account, which is the exact same thing but on Discord. Attacks and dodges are used in random wheel by narrator, which is me, only, but shown. Attacks. Well, these are basically the dice, what you roll. It is not rigged, trust me, it's not rigged.
Are you sure?
If you get 1 and 2 on the dice, you get a penalty. You will know what that means when you progress. If you get 3 to 5, meaning 3, 4, and 5, your attacks will miss. If you get 6 to 10, which is 6, 8, 7, and 9 and 10, your attacks are weak. If you get... Man, shut up, man. If you get 11 to 18, which is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, you get the base attack damage. You will learn more in a moment. 19 and 20 are crit or critical attacks. Again, you will learn more in a moment. Dodges. Dodges are... If you roll a 1 to 10 while you're dodging, you won't be able to dodge an attack. Well, it's not listed here, but it's self-explanatory. If you get 11 to 18, you dodge. Simple as that. 19 and 20, you could perform a counter attack, which also means you attack back that opponent. Blocks, same thing. I should put dodges and blocks in one to kind of save message. On Discord, there's a limit of how much characters a message could hold. Yeah, I should. Oh, although I do what I want. It's my game. Just once you understand. Healing. 1 to 20, you heal 1 to 10 HP. Meaning, like, if you roll 1 on a dice, you heal 1 HP. If you roll 2 on a dice, you heal 1 HP. If you roll 3, however, you heal 2. The amount on the dice divided by 2. Okay, it's rounded up. So if you get like a 7, it's rounded up. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you heal 4 HP if you get a 7. You understand? Alright. You can also heal on enemies' turn to tank damage. Like, as similar to dodges and blocks, you can use heal to tank your damage. or you can use it on your turn. It's your choice. This game is more strategy. This is for players. If you leave the server, your progress won't be saved. This game is single player only, so if someone else wants to join when you're not active, I will save your progress myself before I kick you. Not ban, I would never ban. Unless you're a hacker or hacker. Imagine there'll be hackers in my game. Discord. I will kick you, not ban, so that you will be able to rejoin with your progress if the person goes idle. You will not be pinged when... Because it's Discord, because how Discord works and how this thing works, my game, you won't be able to be pinged when you switch to the next channel if you didn't know. Well, you don't know. You don't know that every time you progress, I transfer you to a different channel. You go from one channel to the next. I remove, roles. Discord roles. One role, I give you one role, which gives you access to one channel. You progress, you continue, I add a next role, I remove the previous role you had, and you access the next channel. If you understand. You will not be pinged when switching to the next channel unless you like or don't mind being pinged every time, which is me manually pinging you. Like, let me go on my, which is that. That is ping. That is me manually pinging. That's what I mean. I have to do that every time. But since it's me alone playing, if you don't mind that, I will do it. But if you do mind that, well, just checking the channel every time. I'm 100% active if I'm online. Let me delete this now. Alright? Yeah, I'm on my main account, as you can see. Game Master. This fire effect actually looks cool though. You will not be pinged when you are switched to the next channel, unless you like or don't mind being pinged every time. Check the server frequently, or tell me that you're okay with being pinged. You can check your profile for your inventory and your game stats. The description of abilities and the inventory will be found in the channels at the top. Channel descriptions are also sometimes important. Channel descriptions are this thing right on top here. You can click on it. You can read, "Welcome to Stephon's RPG game. It's a turn-based fighting and adventure game, like D&D. And online wheel spinner will be used as a 20 dice. Which I said I would use it in Discord. This game is inspired by the Henry Stickmin series. I love that game. Dungeons and Dragons, I never played that game. I only know the dice, I never played it. And Magic to Know on YouTube. Yes, I watch his videos. Ignore this. Of course you have to have fun. The way how this game works, if you're playing, if you're in the server and you're playing, you can only chat, you can only type when you go into threads, right here, comments. You can only type, alright. Yeah, you can only type in here. Just to save myself from deleting everything, including this message here. I don't want to delete that. Yes, I'm manually deleting. I'm not using any bots except for the wheel spinner, which is linked to my main account. When you're ready to start, you can tell me or just say start. I will transfer you to the other channel and the game begins. Alright, so this is what you should be seeing when you start. I can go over this, but I will go over your inventory and your abilities later. Welcome screen. You see the server updates. You can see the changes that I've made. You can see the rules. Just basically some things in the welcome screen and some extra stuff just for more clarification. But alright. The server banner. This is what they'll be seeing. Chapter 1, Into the Unknown, with this thing here. I'm gonna zoom in for this. I'm gonna zoom in just for the thumbnail. Again, I don't know why it starts down at the bottom, but alright. Channel description. Poof! Where are you? You have no clue. Why? That is number 1. Expect to have more later on. Ignore this. This is, well, you can't see it anyway, but ignore that. That's for me. Before I start reading, let me show you my profile first. Alright, this is a profile. You see, you have game stats, you have 5 HP, you have 2 attack damage. This is your base stats. This is your stats right now. In your status, you have no statuses right now. You will know what that is later on. Your inventory, you have twig and you have stone. Your abilities, you have dodge, R1, and you have block. Ignore everything in the brackets for now. I will tell you, well, the rules. This game is based on defeating the Team Red leader with their control powers. You will join Stephon and the rest in Team Green and put a stop to the man that controls everything in this world. Only you have a special and unique power that can ruin their plans of world control. You just have to find and learn it yourself. Good luck. And here the story begins. Recently, normal beings are doing whatever they are doing, human stuff. The sound of laughter can be heard from groups conversing among themselves, one telling a funny joke about knowing 5 of another. I'm already laughing at my own joke. One telling a funny joke about knowing 5 of another person's fat friends. That one guy was 4 of them. Sucks to be that guy. After some more shaming of sizes, some other guy walked up to the group and tried to fit in. Unfortunate, let me start to move my mouse. Unfortunate for him that he was also made ashamed of and laughed at. Edit time. It was unfortunate for him that he was also made ashamed of and laughed at. He had a red, wrangling neck jersey and a black pants, the sleeves only reaching above the knee. I hope you know which character is that. If you watch my animations, you should know which character is that. Brown in complexion he is. Being made fun of, he was angry as you could see, but at the same time very depressed inside. He wanted to attack them, but that would be a stupid idea. Fighting a whole group by himself, definitely not gonna end well. He left the scene, but wait. Something red flew straight out to space and hit him straight in the head, knocking him out. No one dares to even get close or even help him. The group just laughed their lungs out, and then soon after leaving him there unconscious on the ground. Leaving him there unconscious. Unconscious. That's right. Leaving him there unconscious on the ground. Yeah, whatever. A day has passed and he's still there laying unconscious. Until now. He had struggled to stand up straight, his body trembling, still wondering if he was dead or not. His calling for help has not alerted anyone in the slightest around that area. His eyes flashed red before dropping back to the floor, unconscious again. Finally, hours later, he has gotten back up, but this time, his eyes were glowing red and he was levitating off the ground. A red, large, mysterious creature with wings, horns, tail, sharp frontal and hind talons, and red eyes flew out of a portal that appeared from a distance away in the sky. The guy was still unconscious, of course. He was then grabbed by that mysterious creature and carried back into the portal, where it disappears behind them. Those in the area were shocked for a brief moment, but then acted like it was just an imagination. They don't care. Present. This is where the game starts. You just appeared out of nowhere into the middle of the forest. You don't know how you could. I need to zoom this in because my laptop screen is small. You don't know how you get there or why you're here, but you're here, okay? The last thing you probably saw was a welcome thing on the screen when you were on Discord. And then flashbang. You're here now after stating that you're ready to begin. Ready to begin what though? In the area you can see what looks like an abandoned small wooden house that looks like it can be blown up. This game is not for young people. You can see what looks like an abandoned wooden small house that looks like it can be blown down by a big bad wolf's gas. Man, he be eating more than the 3 little pigs. But anyway, what does your instincts tell you to do? Knock the almost broken door containing worms, insects, and somber droppings, or ignore it and proceed to find out wherever you are. and that's where you choose. You choose between option 1, which is this, or option 2, which is this. If I can highlight, which is this, right? No, not that. This is option 2. Alright, so I'm playing a game right now, so I'm gonna choose either option 1 or option 2. Now what I would actually want to do, I mean, why would I ever want to knock that broken door when it containing worms, when it's basically infested with worms, insects, and some bird doo-doo? I would just want to ignore it and I just want to ignore and just find out wherever I am, because I am straight up lost. I'm just lost. I don't know where this place is. First time, just whatever. Just proceed. Ignore it and proceed to find out wherever I am. From here, this is where I would go under my main account, look at the option you choose, and choose move you to that channel. Alright, that's it. So I chose that option, I chose the second option, and this is what appeared on the left side. Of course you have to click on it because it's under the chapter 1. This is your progression. Whatever your decision was, it doesn't matter. A random guy opens the door and spots you. He's about the same height as you, so don't worry about straining your neck to look at grass or to look at the sky that you can't see clearly because of the trees towering over you. Can't say the same for him though. He has a stick for walking. Well, maybe not, but he has a stick. It's a long stick, but not very long. What Ugre says, whoever holds this, anyways. The man with no brain cells sees you as... The man with no brain cells sees you as... I can't speak properly. What's wrong with me? The man with no brain cells sees you as an enemy or trespasser and walks towards you with the long stick in hand, preparing to swing at you. This is a man speaking right here, indicated by this. This is the man's speech here. Who are you and why are you here? You don't belong here. You need to leave now, or else I'll make you leave. And here are my options. Leave. Should I leave or should I stand my ground? What is a stick gonna do anyway? It's just a stick, I could just break it. So I'm just gonna stand my ground. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you wanna know how to choose your options, you see the options, leave, stand, you go in the threads, right? You go in the threads. Because you can only chat in there. You go in the threads, you type either leave or stand your ground or something similar to it. So if say stand still or stay there, or you can even roleplay if you want, but once you choose the option, it's your choice. Stand my ground. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand my ground, and the game master is gonna see that. He's gonna say okay or something so. Yeah, he's gonna say okay or something so. Not literally something so, but yeah, you know what I mean. No, I'm not using any bots to do this. I'm doing this on my main account. Alright, and this is where you are now. I think. Yes. Right. Alright. So of course you can't chat in here anymore. Why? Because you cannot, yeah, just ignore that. You can't chat in here because you're transferred to the next channel, and this is where your battle begins. Don't click on this link, by the way. This is just to put this up, just to embed this. Yes, I know how to do that. I'm quite experienced with Discord for good reasons, not bad. RPG battle. This is your very first battle. Welcome to the RPG battle. Your goal is to defeat the man and survive. First ever battle, and you fighting what looking like an old man looking folded and bent up like one of them pretzels. The whole of chapter 1 is basically the training chapter of progression. Let's go through the tutorial. You can see your and your opponent's stats all live in battle stats, which, oh no. Yeah, that's right. Yes. This is yours. This is your battle stats. This is what you have. I kind of separated from inventory and abilities. This is latest updated yesterday. Oh, by the way, today is Saturday, the 23rd of May. This is time of recording. This is your stats, your HP. You have 5 HP, you have 2 attack damage, you have twig, you have stone, and you have dodge and block. In your profile, you will also get these stats for the reason of knowing what you have and what they do. Check out their respective channels in the channel list. Don't worry, it is put into categories for your convenience. You're welcome. So that is explaining this. You see in your inventory here, you see twig and stone, your abilities, dodging and blocking. So I'm gonna go to twig right now. I'm gonna ignore that for now. I'm going twig to see what it can do. Alright, twig. It is a dice activation, meaning you need to use the dice to activate it. A very thin stick with a point at the end from a tree. The twig doesn't really do much, but hey, a poke in the eye sounds effective. And no, it's not a magic wand. Shut up. It's not a magic wand. So it deals plus 0 attack damage, plus 2 critical attack. As you can see, 0 attack damage, and C2 is critical of 2 plus 2. Now I'm going to stone. Check out stone. Stone. You see 2 attacks, C4, R1. It is again a dice activation. A stone small enough to easily yeet at your opponent. It does a bit, but better if you hit them in the head or eye. You will spawn in another stone to pelt. Even if there's like a billion stones around you, you still choose to spawn in because it looks pretty. It looks pretty. Plus 2 attack damage or plus 4 critical attack. 1 turn cooldown. 1 turn cooldown. This is important. 1 turn cooldown. The abilities now. Dodging. Again, dice activation. This ability is used only on an enemy's turn, allowing you to dodge only one enemy attack. If skilled enough or lucky, you have a chance to counter attacking back that enemy with your base attack on the enemy's turn. This ability is used for only one enemy, meaning you can dodge. Basically, you can dodge double or more attacks for them. I can't even speak. Dodge double or more attacks from that one enemy before the cooldown. You understand later on. Blocking is a dice activation. This ability is used on an enemy's turn, allowing you to block one enemy's attack. If skilled enough or lucky, again, you have a chance to counter attacking back that enemy with your base attack on their turn. This ability is used for one enemy only, meaning you can block double or more attacks from that one enemy before the cooldown. Same as the dodge. Alright, so this is basically what you have in your inventory. You have to expand this. As you can see here, 5 HP, 2 attack, twig, stone, dodge, block, which is also in your, where is it again? Battle stats. This is you versus mana. The mana stick. You don't know what that does. Alright. Going back to this. It is your go first, so you can choose anything from your inventory to hit the man with, which deals the item damage plus your base attack damage. You know your base attack damage is 2 attack, as you can see here, and the item damage is the 2 attack damage here. So it's 2 plus 2, which is 4. That's the total damage you will deal. Or if it's critical, that is 4 damage plus 2 your base attack, which is 6 damage total for that one. 0 attack damage means you just deal 0. It's just basically your base stats 2 plus 0, which is 2 damage total, according to the dice, of course. But the critical is 2, so 2 plus 2 is 4 for critical, for if you roll a critical, which is 19 or 20 on the dice. Understand? With an attack chosen, you will have to roll for effectiveness. You can see them in the rules, which is here, or you can just click on this because you have access to this. I'll click on that later. Some items have their cooldown, so you won't be able to use that one. Next turn. You should keep track of them in battle stats here. Alright. So I'm gonna click here now, and this This, yeah, you have all these three. Imagine this is in battle stats, by the way. This will be seen in battle stats. You have this 1 at the end of your attack. It means the ability is on cooldown for 1 turn, indicated by the 1. This has nothing, meaning it's available to use. Yeah, I think I should go in the rules now. Alright. All these are not important right now, so you can ignore them. It's just 1 and 2 is penalty, 3 to 5 is miss, 6 to 10 is weak damage, which is less than your max amount of damage. Well, less than your base amount of damage. 11 to 18 is base, 19 and 20 is crit. Dodges, tutorial mode. I have to tell you this. You're in tutorial mode, meaning you have an advantage of dodging and blocking, which is 1 to 10 equals low dodge. Well, 11 to 18 is dodge, you're able to dodge or block. 19 and 20 counter attack block. Alright. Now the default ones, you have to roll the exact same or higher than the opponent's roll to be able to succeed in dodging or blocking. And of course 19 and 20 is counter. Healing, same thing. Counter meaning your opponent takes damage from your base attack. In this case it's 2. If you counter an enemy's attack, you deal 2 damage to them. Penalty, if you roll too low, you take damage from your own base attack, which is 2 damage. You lost 2 health. This means 1 attack, extra attack damage. This is on the rules. This is on this. Right, you see the 0, 80k, the C2, those below it. Those below it are for you to understand the rules more, the attacks more, without even going in the channels list. 180k is 1 extra attack damage. This in the black box, these could change. These can change. Just saying. Equal 180k damage is the exact attack damage dealt, meaning it just ignores your addition of base attack plus the item damage. It just deals 1 damage. Even if it's weak, it still deals 1 damage. -1 attack, you reduce attack damage. 1 HP, you get 1 health. -1 HP, you lose 1 health or you drain 1 health. Equal 1 HP, your health goes to that exact health points. Dropped or increased though. Again, this could change. C1, critical hit, extra damage. The 1 could change because it's in a black box. R1, cooldown in turns or reload. The 1 can change. It can be higher, or it could be lower, it could be none. In that case, if it's none, you would not be seeing the R1. ×2, you do ×2 damage. Use the same. No, wait, I said that wrong. ×2, or this could increase or decrease. Use the same attack amount of times. Roll once for attack, roll to dodge, block, or heal for each. No? Wait, hold on. That ain't right. No, you can only heal for 1. I already removed that. The rest of them is not important for now. Dice activation, manual activation with the use of dice, reactive, automatic activation. Automatic activation when certain requirements are met. Power up, manual activation to give yourself a temporary buff, and toggle a manual switch between modes. Your inventory is in battle stats or any profile. You are not allowed to use dodge or block in this battle, by the way. If you want to know what an item does from the opponent by viewing their attacks, which is here in the battle stats, you can just ask the game or the game master. It will be good to know how to counter it later on for strategy reasons. So I'm gonna watch this video here first before this is my video. This is my own video that I make. So I'm gonna watch my own video. Well, this is basically how it's going on. What's in our interface. Let me see. But this quality is bad. Alright. Is there a way I can increase the quality? No, I can't. Wait, I can? Wait, I can't increase the quality? It's 720? Are you sure? It was on low quality the whole time. Bruh. Starts about allies. That's the interface version, which I might add to the game I'm making. The actual game I'm making this time. Yep, that explains the game rules. Yep. And as you notice, this is your actual inventory items in the game. So you can see the C2, let's come back out. The 2 attack damage is C4 and the R1. That is 2 attack C4 R1. The twig, as you can see, C2. Well, it's C2 basically. It's 0 attack and C2. If it is same thing. Going back to the video. Yeah. Some attackers don't deal extra damage from your base attack. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's it. And you can see everything in the background. It is animated from the first opponent in my RPG game, Chapter 1, which is this one. I'm right. This one, which is this one right here. I took it straight from this. Channel. Roll for effectiveness. See them in rules. You are not allowed to use dodge or block in this battle. You are not allowed to use dodge or block in this battle. You see, I took it from this channel. This is where I get it from. So once the battle starts and once everything's set up, I will normally ping you to. I'll ping you here like this. Yes, I'll ping you there for you to see the channel, because sometimes you just don't get pinged, and you wouldn't know if I switch you to the next channel or not. So I just ping you. Turn 1 your RT. I'd say that. Yep, turn 1 your team, and this is why you choose your attacks. Looking in the battle stats, you can see all in your inventory. You can see you have twig, and stone. So I'm gonna copy the video. I'm gonna use stone. You can ping stone. Ignore everything else. Stone. You're using stone. Once I see you want to use stone, you're gonna use stone. I'm gonna go back into battle stats. I'm gonna go in your profile, your status. You're gonna use stone. I'm gonna do that. Well, I do 2, as you can see, right? Yes, I do 2 because you just use it. And at the end of your turn, it goes down by 1. To say that I actually use 1. It's actually on cooldown for 1 more turn. Once I do that, you could go back to... No, but you don't have to be here. It's your choice if you want to see everything. But you normally be in here. So I'm going to use the wheel. It's 1 to 20. It is not rigged. It is 100% randomized by this application. 10. It did 10 damage, which is... Well, how this wheel works. 10. How this wheel works. Go back to the rules. You can go back to the rules. It is attacks. 1, 6 to 10 is weak. So you roll a 10. So your 10 is weak. You deal weak damage. But since it's like just at the end of week, you will deal 1 less damage than your maximum damage, if you understand. Your base damage. Well, your total damage. I should say that. Right. And so your damage is, you can check. Your damage of your stone, you can check in, is 2 attack damage plus, I could go in battle stats. What am I doing? 2 attack damage plus your 2 attack damage base equals 4, but since it's weak, it goes down to 3 attack damage. Dodging and blocking is not allowed in this first battle. He takes 3 HP. Right now he has 0 HP. I basically replicate the video. I one-shotted him in stone, but I got a different role. Man takes 3 damage. I update the stats in battle stats. He has 0 HP. I would say battle ends because there's no more opponents you're fighting. Battle ends. Alright. Man takes 3 damage and battle ends, as you can see here. So, no, I wouldn't say the battle ends, I would say the match ends. Match ends, yeah. That's it, right. The match ends. You are victorious. I will transfer you to the next. I will progress you throughout this chapter. Alright, so you're here now. Fight end. The match has ended, so you are no longer here. Your progress. Yeah. Progress is saved. This is a safe spot, just in case. Normally I take a screenshot on my phone because that's the way I do it. Take a screenshot on my phone and I save it. Of your rolls. I take a screenshot of your rolls. Only your rolls. I add it in a channel. A hidden channel that you cannot see. And so your progress gets saved. So if you decide to leave and come back, I just load this. The man is speaking again. You fought well. My intention wasn't to kill you because of hatred and depression, but to prepare you for other obstacles ahead, my friend. Voice crack. The man forces you to drink a potion he had, which heals any damage done to you by him during the battle, which in this case, he hasn't even landed a single punch. Ignore this. Ignore everything in this. He just throws it at you like a splash potion. You should be glad that it wasn't an instant damage. Reference Minecraft. The man. Sir, you must be another one of those random people that just appears out of nowhere, and I bet you don't know wherever you are or why you're here. Am I right? Well, to be honest, I myself lost in this forest, and even I don't know where I am. All that I know is that there's someone attempting to control the world with their magical powers, and I'm not even strong enough to face him alone. Well, at least I don't think that I'm strong enough. Before you go, do you want something to help you with your journey? Pointing at an old house he was in. The door suddenly breaks upon just looking at it. See? Even just looking at the house makes it blow now. That's unless you have the state of destruction. So I have to drink water. You want to enter the old house, or you want to bust out and say nah. From my POV, the door breaking up by just looking at it. Well, it's, why would I want to go in there? Why would I want to go in there? But I'm gonna drink water and come back. If it was me, I'm not going in a house that is about to be broken down. Normally I'll just say bust out. I go bust out. And this is what I can access now. All the time. You decided to walk away, but a random gust of wind blows you into the house. Are you really that short? The man speaking again. Change your mind already, my friend? And he's laughing while entering this house. Something strange appeared behind the house soon after you entered the house. It was red and glowing. Of course, it was red and glowing, and it looks something like a portal, but you're not too sure if that's right. And of course, this is where I continue. This is based on lore. Somehow the old house still stands for because of wind. Wait, actually? Yeah, because of wind. A random gust of wind blows into the house. but the house is still standing. Continue. I'll go ahead here to continue. This is where you are. You are here in Old House Entry 2. The man sits at his wooden table, which is probably the only thing that doesn't look rotten or old for some reason. The table and chair are the only things in this old house, and the wooden drawer, having some cracks and bugs and all these other things. They were close to a corner, so yeah, you're safe. For now. If there's any one weapon that you want, what shall it be? And this is where you would now make a custom weapon for you to choose in battles. And anything you can think of course it shouldn't be too OP. OP equals cheating. Cheating equals bad at the game. The narrator will accept or deny or alter your weapon stats for logic and balancing reasons. If it's a completely new weapon, don't forget to give it a name. One custom weapon of your choice. So I am my own character. One custom weapon of your choice. So I'm making my own weapon. I have mine already because I'm using my own character. Myself. Yeah, my own character. It's gonna be the pistol. Yeah, that's the name. They would be like, alright, what's the start of your weapon? The pistol is a dual wielding weapon. It shoots 2 times, 2 damage for each. No, I cannot type fast. And a reload of 1 turn. Dual wielding gun, it shoots 2 times, 2 damage each with a reload of 1. Confirm you want that? Yes. Yes, I want it. Yes. Oh wait, that's not stick. Oh, yes. Alright, okay. You will not be informed that your weapon is created, and it just said to make one custom weapon. And so if you created your custom weapon, and now it's time to continue. So they will transfer you over to the next one. Alright. Right here. Okay. You will see in Old House Entry 3. Alright. Don't read this yet. I see. Well, unfortunately, I don't have that weapon. But you can have the stick I have. You thought I was gonna make that weapon magically appear out of nowhere and give it to you, huh? What can I even afford at a house like this? You should have seen that coming. Well, of course I knew it. He can't even afford anything, so why would he have anything other than the stick he has? The man gave you his stick to help you out on your journey. Oh, wait, hold on. He's not using that stick to walk? Well, I mean, he fought with it, so he doesn't need it anyway. Well, I wouldn't say fought with it. He just got beaten up. He hasn't even gotten a chance to use it, but well then. Oh wait, you get 1 stick. You get 1 stick. As you can see, it now appeared on the left. You can check it if you want. No, don't click on the screen. Well then, off you go then. And good luck finding your way out of here. The man awaits your departure as he remains seated there with no movements at all, like he's an NPC. Oh, never mind. One of the 2 eyes just shifted away from the next. I wonder what's wrong with him. You're still standing here? All of a sudden you hear pieces of wood snapping and dropping. The whole house was breaking apart, as you can probably tell. You should probably leave now. Yeah, the old wooden house is collapsing on top of you. And the man is just sitting there with his eyes shifting away from the next. Something for me. Alright, check it. You have your stick, you can see it in your inventory now. Your stick, what it does, it just 1 attack damage, dice activation. The legendary stick that is used to give someone a cut to for misbehaving during homeschooling, mostly acquired by your parents. It does only a bit of damage. No wonder we don't just drop dead from that. Okay. Alright. And yeah, I'm gonna exit the whole. I'm gonna exit the whole house. I'm gonna exit the whole house because there's no other option. Exit. Exit. Alright. So yeah, moving on. Save point. You exited the old house. Now looking back to see the house blown down, then exploded for some reason after a bit of a delay. The man was nowhere to be seen, neither the red glowing thing that was behind the house before, but you just forget about it and moved on. Forget about him and moved on. Yeah, you're not remembering him when you don't get what you want. On the path through the forest, you saw this poor rat being squeezed to death, hugged by a small snake. This poor rat must be a little lonely, that's sad. So your options are, you want to fight the snake from hugging the rat, you want to fight the rat for some reason, or you just want to ignore it and keep walking. Normally me, it's not my business, circle of life, you know? I'm just gonna ignore it and keep walking. Wait. Description. Rat probably depressed and needed a hug, but they got it from the... I really like to add funny things in here. Rat probably depressed and needed a hug, but got it from the wrong person. Or wrong creature. So, I'm gonna ignore... and... Actually, I said keep walking. Right. Forest 2. The moment before you walked away, the rat beat up the snake. The rat beat up the snake. The moment before. Should I use that AI voice or I don't like it?
Game Master said spoiler. The moment before you walked away, the rat beat up the snake, which results in the snake retreating into the bushes.
I don't like this.
I've never seen a rat beaten up a snake before. So this isn't just an ordinary rat, unless I trippin'? The rat then pulls out a familiar weapon from their hidden pocket before dashing to attack you. This rat now has red eyes for some reason. Fight the rat.
And that's it for the AI voice, I don't like it. Oh, my voice is kinda AI too, so I don't know what to say, I have no emotion. The moment before you walked away, the rat beat up the snake, which results in the snake retreating into the bushes. I've never seen a rat beating up a snake before, so this isn't just an ordinary rat, unless I tripping. The rat then pulls out a familiar weapon from their hidden pocket before dashing to attack you. The rat now has red eyes for some reason. Yeah, and my only option is to fight the rat, so I'm gonna fight the rat. Fight the rat. The rat. Fight the rat. I'm gonna fight the rat. Rat. No, wait. Then, rat. Where is it? No. What? His finger here. Where? What is that? Put a little. What? There it is. Alright, I didn't know. Here. Oh hey, you're now able to use dodge and block finally. Let's go a quick tutorial again. The rat has 7 HP and 1 attack, and your attack is in your profile. So, what is your custom weapon? Rat, that's your custom weapon. Loading. Turn on your team. So, turn 1 your team. So you have stick, twig, and stone. My turn. The rat has 7 HP, 1 attack damage. What is my potential? What is my chances? The rat has dodge. Checking my stats, it's at the top. The stats. See, I have 5 HP, 2 attack. I have stick, stone, and twig. Dodge and block. I'm able to do this now. Yay. The rat has my weapon, deadly pistol, and dodge. So, my potential, the rat has 7 HP. This is 2 attack damage, although a chance to get a critical of 4 damage, 4 extra damage, which equals to 6 damage total. including my base attack damage, which is 2 to attack plus a critical of 4, was 6 damage total. I could actually, I think I want to start with that first. Yeah, I want to start with that first. I could start with stone. I'm going to start with stone. Stone. Well, this has a 1 turn cooldown. Six. Well, that's bad. I mean, it's not according to the rules. A 6. According to the rules, where is it on top here? According to the rules, attacks 3 to 5 is miss, 6 to 10 is weak, 6 being the weakest. So I deal 1 damage. From using it, I have the potential to deal 4 damage, but because I rolled the lowest on the weak, I deal 1 damage. I deal 1 damage. Ouch. I did 1 damage dealt. The rat gone from 7 HP to 6 HP, and my stone is. It's the end of my turn, so this goes on by 1. Right, and now I believe it's the rat's turn. Right. The rats take 1 damage. Turn 1, enemy team is the enemy team turns now. The enemy team's turn now. The rat shows basic attack, which you can do. You can do. If you don't have any weapons, you can choose to do basic attack, which even if it's not included in your battle stats, you can choose basic attack, which is this alone. You will only deal 2 damage max in this case, since your basic attack damage is 2. But the rat does basic attack for some reason, 1 damage. Let's see how that goes. And of course it's weak, but it's a high weak. But since it only deals 1 damage, it deals 1 damage. Right before the 1 second. This is not it just yet. It deals 1 damage total, but remember, you could dodge or block. You can choose to dodge according to, let me go into lots of stats. You can choose to, let me remove this for now. Let me remove this for now. I'll remove this. Remove that for now. Right, easier. Because I'm not gonna use that. Dodge. Wait. Deadly pistol. I'm gonna choose. Oops. It's still recording, right? Still recording for 2 hours. 1 damage total. I'm gonna dodge a bullet. I'm gonna block. You can pick the roll. Block. Block. I'm gonna choose a block. So 18. Oh, it didn't. Alright, so I have to tap in. I rolled an 18 for blocking, which is according to the rules. Let me see the rules. Blocking blocks tutorial mode. Well, 11 to 18 is success. It's only 19 and you're so close though. 19 to 20 is counter attack. Which, well, I blocked the attack. Yep, I blocked the attack. It is now 2 and 2. Alright, so going back into battle stats, see what you have. You see there's a little 1 at the side of your stone, meaning it's on cooldown. You cannot use that, so you must choose something else. Dodging and blocking is only defensive options. You can't choose that. You can use stick, you can use twig, or you can use your basic attack damage of 2 damage. I will not use twig. I'm gonna use a stick that the man gave to me. 1 attack damage stick. Stick. I'm gonna use stick. Stick has no cooldown. It only has 1 attack damage. Ouch. That is a 2. A 2 meaning, according to the rules. Well, it's good that I have a 2 so I can show you actually what it means. 2 on attacks. 1 and 2 means penalty. And what does penalty mean? Penalty, you take damage from your base attack. And what is my base attack? My base attack is 2. So I took 2 damage from... It's basically a miss, but you can say a misfire. I take 2 damage. Hurt me. I'm getting beaten up by this rat already. And it's my own game. 3 HP. I'm going from 5 to 3 HP. That's the end of my turn. Right. Penalty. You lost 2 HP. And unfortunately, because of that, that is the end of your turn. Alright, turn 2, enemy team. You can see in my battle stats, the stone is no longer on cooldown, it is off cooldown because it's the end of my turn. I'm on 3 HP. Wait, am I gonna get beaten up by the rats? What the if I want to know what the rat does, I want to know what deadly pistol does, although it's my weapon, I could just ask what, well, something similar to what does that do. I'd be like, what does that do? I do this. You cannot see it because you have no access, you don't have the weapon in your inventory, but I'll go in here, take a screenshot. Alright, I take a screenshot and I send it so you can read. It is double attack. It's +2 attack, but it's double attack. So it's +2 attack, you're attacking once, +2 attack plus your base attack damage, which is 4 damage total. That's your first attack. And you're doing it again, 4 damage again. They will be rolling once. Alright. So that's a roll for them. Okay, you're 14. I'm really getting beaten up by my own rat boy. Anyways, my only options, it deals 3 damage per shot. I'm gonna go in my, well, see what my options. My only option, defensive option, is dodge. Well, I will be one-shotted anyway if I don't dodge it. If I don't even attempt to dodge, so I'm gonna dodge. So I'm gonna dodge. Yeah, the game is kind of hard on my end for the editing part because I have to give you some rolls, I have to do the wheel, I have to transfer you to channels myself. I'm not using a bot to do that, I'm doing it manually. Imagine all that with 7 chapters, going on 8. Yes, I have 7 chapters if you're wondering. And no, it's not for younger players. It's a warning. It's a real warning. Well, not a real warning, but it's just to warn you. It's not for younger players. It could be, but there's some parts that is not for younger players, but you can avoid it. It's not the main story. Just like the side story, the side part. Dodge. Am I gonna dodge? 12. That's a dodge. That's a dodge for one of the shots. But remember, there's 2 shots. There's 2 shots. Yep, there's 2 shots. So I have to dodge again. And I dodged the next one. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna die instantly. And that is the end of their turn. Your team. It is my turn. The rat is on cooldown. They have dodge. You have 6 HP. And this stone is off cooldown. I have 3 HP. I have no way of healing. This is just 100% luck. I would use most damage. I would use the high damage. I'm gonna use stone. Alright. Oh, come on. Could have one-shotted it. 18. Oh, okay, so 18. That's stone. 2 attack damage plus 2 base attack damage. That is 4 damage total. The rat decides not to dodge. No, this is easy mode. This happens to you as well. Don't worry. I have everything set up. You see this? Wait. You see this? This thing here that you cannot access? I have the character, I have the opponent information in there, what they can and what they cannot do. And what they could do at a certain... I should actually spoil it since you're here going to play this game. So you don't think that I'm unfair or anything. Where is it? Let me go back here. Alright, this is the information right here. The very first attack from the rat will be the basic attack. Only the second attack forwards, abilities and inventory items will be used. The rat would only dodge, this is right here. The rat would only dodge when the player's attack is able to defeat it. That attack isn't able to defeat it. It is only 4 damage. It's 4 damage. The rat has 6 HP, so he is currently now on 2 HP. The player's custom weapon will be used whenever it's off cooldown. It's on cooldown right now, so whenever it's off cooldown, the rat will use it, which is the turn after this one. If player has cheater, ignore everything stated above. This is the hardest difficulty. Yep. Although it doesn't really make any difference. Besides, the rat using the weapon first. But yep. You can check this battle stats. You have 3 HP, the rat has 2 and 1. So since this is on cooldown, the rat is either gonna do basic attack or do nothing at all. Rat chose basic attack. Oh, that's a 16. Oh, so 1 damage. That is 1 damage to me if I don't defend myself. Yes, I'm defending. Yeah, it just basically me talking to myself right now. Wait, this should be off cooldown. Alright, yeah, this is what it should be like now. I only have block, so I will block. I blocked it. 2 and 4, your team. Battle stats. I have Twig and Stick. Actually, he has 2 HP. I have 2 basic attack damage. I can destroy him with a basic attack, but I'm not risking it. I'm using a stick. I'm gonna use a stick. I'm not even gonna use Twig because I don't have that much luck in my own game. Imagine. I'm gonna use stick. Alright, 17, alright. 17. I totally did not go back and change anything.
Are you sure?
It's 17. I got 17 on a roll. But since that deals, I would deal 3 damage total. 3 damage total. Well, chose to dodge. Alright. The rat rolls a 6. So he's unable to dodge it and he takes 3 damage. Yep, we're up to 3 damage. Alright, the match end. 3. Alright. So he has the rat is basically dead now. He has 0 HP. I am left with 3 HP. Anyways. 3 HP. The match ends, right, moving on. Alright, so progressing. The rat dies on the spot and drops your custom weapon. You then wondered for a whole while how that rat got the weapon that you requested. Yeah, you then wondered for a while how that rat got your weapon. You then finally picked it up and the weapon. You picked up the weapon, not the dead rat. There you go. You picked up the weapon and continue heading forward through. And what are you bothering me for? What? You picked up the weapon and continue heading forward through the forest. Unless you want to pick up the rat too. It's not looking alive though. There's already a lot of flies flying around it. You pick up a weapon and continue. Since that's the only option, you choose that. But pick up your weapon and continue. You see, this is the only option you have. Wait, how did I get your weapon anyway? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pick up your weapon and continue. Seeing that is the only option, but if you read, or if you kind of notice, well, it's not always you have to pick the option. You can also, there's some secrets in this game here. If you didn't know, well, you don't know. There's some secrets in this game. So you can say, in this one, you see that the rat is dead on the ground. You want to pick up the dead rat. So, well, I want to pick up the dead rat for some reason. No, well, I actually don't, but I'm doing it just to show the secret. Alright. So this is actually a secret. Let me go here. Oh hey, you found the secret option. There's a lot more of this in future chapters that either gives you exclusive items or abilities or unlocks more dialogue. Well, alright. You picked up your weapon and the dead rat too. Why would you want to keep the dead rat? Maybe it could be useful later on, or not. Just don't complain about the rat smelling dead and too many flies swarming them on you. No, the rat hasn't eaten anything, so you're safe. Well, kinda. You smell like the rat now. It's a Mickey Mouse voice. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Let's go. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Alright, so you see the dead rat in the inventory, and you see the deadly pistol up here in the inventory. Continue, we go to forestry. I'm gonna reduce deadly pistol. Well, this is my weapon. Well, since I'm playing my own game, I have my own weapon. Yeah. Another, well, I read this already. I don't need to do that. Dead rat. Wait, a dead rat? Why do you have a dead rat? What are you gonna do with it? Feed it to a snake? This is a hint. The same man from earlier had caught up to you from nowhere. I thought he was dead.
Hold on there. I forgot to give you something. The stick I gave you was a joke, but this time, this is important. Here, have this.
He handed you a healing potion that magically refills after a amount of time. It can only be used to increase your health during battles. Your health was also restored from the recent fight.
The more you progress, the stronger you are. And maybe you can defeat the boss with over 100 HP. I said over that, not exactly. The boss could have a lot more HP than that. But anyways, now you can heal during fights and yeah, continue your journey, my friend.
He then runs behind a tree and disappears, or climb the tree. Who knows? How you would get up there without this stick though? You're an old man, right? Alright, so I'm collecting the heal pot and continue collect heal pot and continue. Alright, you can see in your abilities the healing has been added and you no longer has access to this channel here. You are now in Force 4 right here. Let me show you healing first. Healing is a dice activation, of course. This ability is used to either heal yourself on your turn or as a defensive option to tank damage on one attack from the enemy. This healing ability, as well as any other form of healing, removes all negative effects from you. You will learn negative effects when you progress through in future chapters. Alright, Force 4. Save point.